Don't try to think up something that you think is funny.
Hello!
I'm scared.
Welcome to 54 Nights RV.
Hi.
Hey, she spoke. So, Friday we went to an RV show.
We did.
Kind of weird since, the one we're sitting in right now is less than a year old, but we're kind of...
It's our thing.
Yeah, we like shopping. And actually, maybe in a few years we'll upgrade before I get to retire. Today we're talking a little bit about Class A's.
Which is kind of cool because the RV show really mostly just had Class A's.
No, it didn't.
Well, Class A's and C's. It didn't have anything smaller.
Well, I mean...
And trailers.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it did have... It didn't have little bitty
It
things.
didn't have pop-ups. It didn't have hybrids. It had one teardrop. And, Oklahoma City is not exactly the mecca for RVs. So...
Something about the wind coming sweeping down the plains.
I'm not sure what the deal is. Is this thing just focusing on your face? It looks like it is.
It should be. No way, that'll show wrinkles more, won't it?
So, we've talked about fifth wheels and Class C's and given the pros and cons on both of them. Now, today we're going to talk about Class A and what are cons.
I won't drive it.
Yeah, she won't drive it. That actually is a pretty healthy con for a lot of folks. Not so much for us because, I mean, the minute I turned 13 years old, my mom had me drive. I mean, I'm sorry. Nobody else is supposed to know that. The second I turned 16 years old...
When you were legal, yeah.
Yeah. My mom had me driving everywhere, so I've been behind the wheel, and it doesn't really bother me that if she doesn't want to drive, it doesn't bother me.
If you ever have a terrible flu or something, this could be an issue.
It could be. Could be.
But cons, what else?
They're big. They're tall. They blow around in the wind.
Noisier than a trailer or a fifth wheel.
Yeah, unless you got... There's a couple of diesel pickups that... Dad's diesel truck is monstrously loud inside of it. Yeah, I mean, for a gas Class A, they are a bit noisy up front.
Which is what we have, by the way, is we have a gas.
Yeah. No, we had a full-size van a few years back, and the motor's right there underneath you on it too. So, it really doesn't bother us a whole lot.
That van, I think, was almost noisier because you had the wind noise in the windows also.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, yeah. It's difficult, I guess, for us to come up with cons because...
We love it.
Yeah, we just... that year and a half of shopping around and looking at stuff, and honestly, I think Class A's were pretty much our first love when we started looking.
And we'd try to make yourself look at fifth wheels, make yourselves look at C's, not B's, they're a little bit too small, but we did. We tried to open-mindedly look at everything. We really did.
No, we took a lot of notes on fifth wheels and Class C's, and we listed out pros and cons, and I had a spreadsheet that showed capacities as far as fresh, gray, and black water, and propane, and gasoline, all the capacities on that. And we did a lot of research and a lot of comparison. But why did we go with Class A?
Well, we can go to the refrigerator, go to the bathroom while we're going down the road. We can pull over at the side of the road, and even if it's kind of a shady spot, we're not shady as in nice trees, but shady as in, people are kind of looking at you like, why are you here? We don't actually have to get out of the car. We can just go in the back and get a sandwich. We can stop at a welcome center and just go back in the back and sleep and never get out. Well, except take the dogs out. I mean, I could go on and on. I mean, I love the A.
Yeah.
I mean, one con for some people, and this is a very valid thing, is gasoline, because a diesel is going to get better gasoline than this thing does.
Gas mileage.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's going to get better gasoline. You never know what kind of gasoline you put in it. It might change once you put in it.
So you don't. If you put gas in a diesel, you've got problems.
No, yeah, that's true. In the diesel truck, okay. But one thing that did kind of give us pause, but one thing we got to thinking is we do a lot of traveling once we stop at our destination.
Yeah.
And so we take that car that we drag along behind us, and we go out, for hours in that car. So that combined with, that's also the car that we drive when we're at home to work and back. And I think it actually ends up being where I think we're better off gas-wise.
If not better off, we're probably pretty close to breaking even with prior trips. When we had the pickup and we were pulling the trailer. When I'm pulling the trailer with the pickup, I think after I did all the modifications to the truck, we were getting about 11 miles to the gallon when I'm pulling the trailer. And when I'm not pulling the trailer, when we're in Estes Park or Orlando, Gatlinburg, wherever we're at, the pickup usually got anywhere from 17, 19 miles per gallon. With this thing, with the Class A gas motorhome, 7 miles a gallon. Then the little Subi, it'll get around 28-ish miles per gallon. So.
And you can go off-roading with it, which I guess you can with some trucks too, but.
Yeah. But. Yeah, so the gas mileage can be a con for a lot of folks. For us, we kind of weighed it out, and it was like, nah, it was fine. The storage outside, the basement storage, that's really nice. We have our, this side that we're sitting on the slide out. We call this our adventure side. That's where the inflatable kayaks and the backpacks and all the fun stuff is stored. Where prior to the motorhome, all that stuff was piled up in the bed of the pickup. We got tools, we've got our workout bench, we've got dumbbell weights,
chairs, the typical stuff too.
Yeah, that outside storage was a big bonus. Yeah, and fifth wheels, we were looking at a couple of fifth wheels yesterday that they've got some good storage under them. As a matter of fact, one model, actually somebody somewhere decided to pull their head out, and they raised the floor on the interior of the fifth wheel. So instead of having that 30-foot ceiling in there, you had a pretty standard ceiling, and underneath was more storage, and a huge amount of storage.
You could keep your mother-in-law down there. I love my mother-in-law. I wouldn't keep my mother-in-law down there, but you could. Don't say anything, just go.
But yeah, that was a pro for us, was the storage underneath. Yeah, and like she was saying, just the ability to do things when you're cruising down the highway.
Interior storage compared to a C is very much better.
Yeah. Compared to a fifth wheel, no. I don't know that you can beat the cabinet storage inside a fifth wheel. Although some of it is out of reach for those of us who aren't.
10-foot tall.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I mean, we love our motorhome. It has been everything that we hoped it would be.
And more.
Yeah. You know, in the past with the trailer, you know, we would have to. It would be an hour or 2 hours before we could leave the house. I'd get off work, come home, and we'd load stuff up, hook up the truck to it, and you know, have to load up the truck with all of our toys and get the paddle boards inside the trailer and all that happy stuff. It'd be a couple hours. Well, nowadays, you know, when we head out later this week, I get home from work, it's just pull the motorhome out on the street, hook the car to it, and we're gone. I mean...
Love the dogs.
Really?
Yeah, we love the dogs. He loves the dogs.
We have to do that every time?
Every time.
Every time?
Every time. But it's amazing.
Yeah. It's, we really like this. We like Class A, and it was a fit for us. You know, that's one thing. When you're out shopping, listen to, you know, what people have to say about their experience and, you know, whatever fifth wheel, bumper pull, pop up, whatever. Listen to them. You know, try to pull some knowledge from conversations and apply it to your situation, because everybody's situation is different. You know, people don't, you know, there are a couple of YouTubers that I've been following over the past couple of years that traded down out of a Class A, and basically when it comes down to it, they weren't comfortable maneuvering the Class A, driving it around. They were more comfortable pulling a trailer or more comfortable in a Class B van, and that works for them, and they're happy, you know, beyond happy with the decision that they made. And you know, like, we're just beyond happy with the decision we made.
And ours is a 36 foot, by the way.
35.
So. Is it 35? Okay. Well,
Yeah,
ours
yeah,
is...
it's 35 because that's what I plug into the... Actually, it's like a couple of inches shy of 35.
Okay. So it's not a huge one.
No,
So
it's
a little
not
bit
huge,
easier to-
and you know, we chose this length for several reasons, and it opens up more national parks to us. Still a couple of them we can't get into, and it fits in our driveway, which for us was important. We've always had our camper in the driveway. We've always been able to, you know, do some maintenance on it here at the house without having to go run down to storage and bring it home. And
Of course, if you have an HOA, you probably cannot do that. I mean, it's legal for us here, but that's something to check into if it's something you'd be considering doing. It's basically what fits for you. Picture yourself in it the way you camp, what you like to do. You know, picture yourself in it.
yeah, and don't let it be a yard ornament.
Ours is not a yard ornament.
No, it is not a yard ornament. You know, the name of our channel, 54 Nights RV, alludes to the last 3 or 4 years we've averaged 54 nights a year in the RV. At the lake, at Mom and Dad's place at campgrounds. But I haven't looked at the count lately, but we're well over 60 nights just from March to December when we bought this thing. So it's not a yard ornament.
And we camp year round. We don't.
Matter of fact, it's January 13th today, and we're, it's going to be the 14th when you guys see this, but we're heading out next weekend, heading down to the lake.
Of course, we're in Oklahoma, not Buffalo, New York, too, so that probably makes a difference.
Makes quite a bit of difference. And we actually winterize our RV
and then go out
3 or 4 times a year. But yeah, I mean, it's difficult for us to come up with pros and cons of a Class A because we enjoy it. We thoroughly enjoy it. In one of our upcoming videos, we're going to do a thorough review. Not so much like some of the dealer reviews that you see. It'll be more of
why is that stupid television over there?
Yeah.
Type of review.
Yeah, just what we've learned living in it and what we like and what we don't like about it. I mean, we love this thing, and there are a few things that we would change. The refrigerator lock that doesn't lock, so the refrigerator comes open going down the road.
And we've
got workarounds.
Yeah, we've worked around pretty much everything that happens, but we can also share our ideas, and maybe give you ideas on what you could do if you have issues with kind of the same type of issues.
But anyway, I'm trying the different camera today, so it looks like now it's focusing on me.
Hey, no, that's right. I like that because then your wrinkles and not my wrinkles.
I don't have wrinkles.
Oh, that's
you have
right.
to forgive me for the fuzzy face and the long hair. I don't have 2 bits right now, so.
You don't have 2 bits, like you don't have any money. You don't have razor. I think you mean a razor, right?
I don't know. What were we talking about? Class A RVs, Class Cs.
What we're going to talk about in the
Bs.
future.
Yeah.
And reviews. That's the last thing we talked about.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a pretty comprehensive just show and tell on this thing. I actually have a word in my head somewhere buried beneath all the slag up there that explains better that it's not actually a review, it's something different, but that word is buried somewhere, so I really can't describe it.
It's the getting close to 50.
So what are you saying?
You're old. Okay, we're old.
You're right there with me. Anywho, that's enough rattling on. Thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, that's it.
Have a great day.
You don't tell people what kind of day to have. Some people don't like it when you tell them what kind of day to have.
If you'd like to have a great day, have a great day. But really, have whatever kind of day that you would enjoy. Or maybe you wouldn't enjoy it. Have a day.
Have a day, folks.
Wow. That was so bad.